Hey, out there. Happy pre-4th of July.
Happy pre-4th of July to you.
Welcome to Two Guys Talking Booze, episode number 95. I am John, and I am happy again to be here with my favorite hostess with the mostest.
Dr. John P. Barry, everyone. Thank you.
John P. Barry.
It is the episode right before the 4th of July. So 4th of July is on Friday. This comes out Sunday the 29th.
Yep.
So this is the only red hat I own, and I've got my white in the blue.
Yeah, and we're optimistic about this. Our future is looking so bright. I have to wear shades. So we're trying to stay optimistic about the country, aren't we? Yes,
we are.
We are.
Yeah, he changed from his black shirt that he was going to wear. So that's good. But by the way, he thought he looked a little pretentious with the sunglasses. I think it's perfect. We're in the middle of the summer.
Yeah,
exactly. Summer in Florida.
It is summer. It is. So yeah.
I sweat walking to my car.
Absolutely. I sweat. Even in the air conditioning, I sweat for some reason. Somehow, I don't know.
I have a question for you. Now, we grew up in, you grew up north. See, I grew up in South Florida, and I was out in the heat every single day. I just can't deal with it now. Is it because I'm older? Is it hotter? Like, what is the deal?
Yeah, I know it is. It's amazing to people how people adapt to this. You meet people from like Miami walking around with like hoodies on in the summertime.
Oh, no,
and, like, I don't know how they do that. I honestly don't know how people do that. If I put on any layer above one this time of year, it's all over.
Now
I'm melting.
I do blame the whole hoodie phenomenon on that hottie Ariana Grande. She was always wearing hoodies, and then it's stuck. But it is an annoying thing. Of course, that's just grumpy old man. I was also annoyed by the kids that wore their pants down. And they showed their body. And you know that Andres Galvez from All Arabs, he wore his pants.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true? So there's always going to be something that us grumpy old men, get off my lawn. That are going to be upset. But anyway, so happy for pre-4th of July to you, sir. Yeah. What are we doing today?
Well, something perfect for the summer. What's more summer than a campfire, right?
Keep you warm.
Speaking of the heat, today we're doing the High West Campfire, which, so we should always do a bourbon. No, we should do a rye whiskey. Yeah. And we should do Scotch. Well, you know what? We're doing all three of them today.
We did Angel's Envy last 4th of July.
This is a blend, right?
Yes, sir.
Of straight rye whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey, and blended malt liquor Scotch.
How crazy is that?
That's crazy.
This is going to be interesting.
This says summer. This is campfire.
Can we post next to it? All right. I haven't done that. On the pictures. Instead of always, we're there. This is a really great bottle. First of all, I want to thank Vince Tamburello. The beefcake that was in episode 85. Back then, we did a High West double rye whiskey with him. He explained to us about how Shaun White, the snowboarder. Yeah. This is he's involved in this company, and a lot of this money is used to protect the environment out there in the West and all this stuff. So it's for a cause too. But he actually gave me this bottle for my birthday, so thank you, Vince. There's also another bottle that I'm going to do with him that he gave. But so episode 85, the Easter edition was this, and now we're doing 4th of July. I guess we're favoring High West. Do you hear that, Shaun White? There's plenty of room right here between us to be on the show, or
consider an invitation.
The invitation's out there. So, I think this is going to be right up your alley. It's really good. You see, it's got a batch number too. It's got stamped.
Wow, this is legit.
It's from Park City, Utah, as we mentioned last time, which is really interesting. So, Utah has a lot of laws, a lot of crazy laws that we talked about last time. The alcohol thing.
Yeah.
This has changed now, but before, if I went into a bar and I wasn't a member of that bar. The guy was and I had a membership card, said, I'm not a member, I need a sponsor. So then the bartender would go, is there anyone here to sponsor this Mexican fella at the bar? And someone will go, I'll sponsor him. So then I'll order my drinks. I'll go ahead and drink for my sponsor.
Wow, that's
now you don't need a sponsor. That is what Vince told us. But when you go to the bar, you can only have one drink without food. So if you want a second drink, you got to order food. Isn't that crazy?
It's funny. Well, I have a sponsor for my alcohol. That's a different thing altogether. I don't talk to him much anymore. So
obviously that sponsor is not working.
No.
All right, but you know. So in Utah, they can only ship alcohol to Kentucky, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Hampshire, and Washington, D.C. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is.
5 states. That's the only 5 states that they can ship liquor to.
Huh.
Why? I don't know. I could have Googled that. But anyway, I didn't. So let's get this cracking.
Let's get it cracking. Okay.
So as he mentioned, it is a mix of these 3 whiskeys. This batch of Campfire blended with 100% of High West own make rye. So a very unusual, but a very delicious and distinctive whiskey. We get our boy Andres over there. It's the whiskey glass, Whiskey X. This bottle also, it's an ode to starry nights spent outside, huddled close around the fire with friends. It says with friends or with attractive strangers. That's great. It's got like an homage to it. Something about Pete when they were talking about it. As you can see, the color. By the way, I took this from a review. Look at what it says for the color.
Yeller.
It's a yeller orange.
Real yeller.
But this is really, the same golden amber of almost everything we drink. And I'm sure there's vanilla in here. So, to the nose.
It smells like a campfire. It smells like sitting around a campfire. I got to say, immediately you're transported.
It's the peat.
It's the peat, yep.
It's the peat. But it does smell like, and we've been in a campfire in January of, I don't know what year that was, but it was a while ago, 2016 maybe. And we were out by Fish Eating Creek by Lake Okeechobee, and it was so wonderful. It got cold. It was nice. And he took out his guitar because he's so talented. So anyway, according to the site, butterscotch, shortbread biscuit, sandalwood, jasmine, worn leather, pine resin, gentle smoke, and smoldering wood from last night's campfire.
Yeah, no,
it's interesting, right?
No,
well branded.
Yeah, no, it's well branded.
Well branded. All right, so cheers. Happy pre-4th.
Right.
Cheers.
Oh, it's good.
Very good.
It's fascinating.
It is. It really hits like all 3 of those things. You can taste them all. It's like they come on.
Amazing.
Wow.
It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
This is a very unique whiskey. Wow, well done. It says here to the taste, vanilla, salted caramel, toasted brioche, red berry compote.
Brioche like the bread?
Yeah. That's behind the scenes.
That's how fancy people say bread.
Yeah. Chai spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, orange zest, cedar, and pipe tobacco.
No, I see the pipe tobacco.
Tobacco. It's it's country folk way of saying tobacco.
Oh, okay. That's why I was
Colombian.
Yeah.
The finish is sweet and smoking with a lingering spice. Perfect description.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's layered. That's what I think is amazing about it. You know what I mean?
Nailed it.
When you say all 3 of those things, it sounds like, oh, you're going to get some just mixture. It's like a layer of all of those 3 things that comes out at you.
Guy's got a PhD. Layered. Perfect description. This is fantastic. So thank you, Vince, for this. Just so you know, in case you're looking for a bottle of your own, you can get this at lovescotch.com for $69.99. GoPuff.com has it for $79.99. And currently, theliquorbros.com has it for $79.99 also, but their regular price is $99.99. Excellent bottle.
Yeah. And how is GoPuff not a head shop? That always makes me.
You know what?
I fell for that one too.
I didn't go to GoPuff. I bet you they're head shop. I bet you, if you know the answer. Oh, I thought I'd click it after the show. Andres had asked, because we chose this book, The American Tragedy, an English major once upon a time. It's a great book by Theodore Dreiser because, like I was telling him, the main character works for like a factory, right? And in a turn of century type of thing, and he's banging this chick from the factory. You know, it's like a low level, but you know, he's got to get his thing done. Well, he starts getting involved with like the owner of the factory, the high society, the gorgeous girl, and he's like, I have no chance. She's into him. She is into him. So what are you gonna do? You're
gonna drink a
couple of the campfires. No, he gets her pregnant. He gets the other girl pregnant. So he gets the low-level factory worker girl pregnant. At that exact moment, the rich girl, the owner of the daughter of the owner, starts liking him.
That is a tragedy.
And inviting him to like the high-end stuff. So now this is his chance of a lifetime. So what does he do? Kills the pregnant girl. Kills the pregnant girl, thinks he can get away with it. He doesn't. And that's the American tragedy. The American tragedy is the last 100 pages or so, or 200 pages, is the core thing that he goes through. He loses everything. So he's chasing the American dream, becomes an American tragedy, and I thought that was the perfect book for the 4th of July.
I think you're right. No.
What are you going to do? All right, so cheers again. Thank you for joining us for episode 95, as an I-95 of the High West Campfire Whisky, Two Guys Talking Booze video podcast.
Join us at the campfire. I was going to tell that story, but remember that time we almost burned down the fire on that?
Yes.
On the forest on the we told that one before. That was.
We did tell that one before.
We did. Okay. Yeah.